guys, so today I have another Halloween haul for you, and this time it is a haul which I got from Clinton Cards. I have to say this is my first Halloween haul that I've ever had from Clinton Cards. I'm pretty sure I've never actually bought anything from Clinton Cards, not even a card. But on one of the Facebook Halloween pages, which I always do link down below, I sent a link to a mug which was in the shape of a cauldron, and that is when I discovered that they had a full Halloween range out. Now I was pretty set on the cauldron mug until I saw this. So many people have asked me about this mug on Instagram. I did post a picture of this cute little thing on there, and everyone was going crazy like, where is it, tell me where it's from. And I even put in the caption, from Clinton Cards, but everyone was just losing their minds so much that they like couldn't even read anymore. They were just like, tell me where it's from. So this is the mug, and it is from Clinton Cards. I did actually get 2 shippings from Clinton Cards because I do have a second one of these mugs. That's because the amazing lady in America that I do my Halloween swap box with mentioned that she liked this mug, so I thought I would make this kind of like my big splash out item, since we do try to keep everything rather cost effective, and these mugs are £10, so it is like slightly more expensive, but they are just so gorgeous I felt like she needed one. So overall there are 3 items, but 2 of them are the same mug. So the mugs came in this box. I was thinking I was going to have to order like a box to put the mug in for when I ship it to America, but it came in a nice like sturdy little box, and it is full of polystyrene. So when you open it up, the mug is like safely in there. Now I am trying to keep all this packaging as nice as possible since I am sending it on as a gift, but for the sake of science I'm going to show you this mug, since this one is full of tea. I have noticed that these mugs do have slight differences to them, but I think that's kind of to do with like the hand painted factor of it. On the label it does say black cat, so there are a few items in Clinton Cards with this same cat on it, and they all say black cats, and I don't know if you can tell, but the actual label itself is kind of like hollow, and on the back it says Paper Destiny, so I'm assuming that is the company that made it. Yeah, it says the same thing on the bottom of the mug as well, and then as you see these cost £10. Obviously the thing that drew me to these mugs is the handle. As you can see, the handle is this cat, and if you look underneath you can see that the mug, which would usually be like a round shape, does extend out to kind of cater for this cat, and the cat is kind of hugging it. It's got one arm going up this side, and it does peek over the top just there, so you can sort of see it when the mug is flat on the table as such. One hand is here, it's facing outwards, and then its feet just kind of go either side, and its tail is the handle. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see, but there are kind of gold details in the eyes of the cat, and these gold details do continue across the mug. So there is a gold crescent moon, and these stars do kind of carry along around the mug. And then also I really like the fact that the cats on the illustrations of the mug do also have the same matching gold eyes. I really love these drawings of cats. They are black cats, but they have got loads of little white bits to give them that very sort of fluffy look. So this guy's just going for a wander. You've got a sitting cat on the opposite side of the handle, and then on the back is this prowling cat. Now hopefully you can see, because this did actually take me slightly by surprise when I got this mug, but the actual cat itself is hollow, so when you fill this up with tea you do get like an extra sip of tea that hides in there. As for cleaning this, I did think it may make it really difficult, but what we do is we just fill it with water and leave it to sit just for a little bit, just to make sure that like water is in all of the creases and there's no like moldy tea in there. But as I showed you from the bottom, you can see it is slightly extended. It does say that it is not microwavable, safe, and to hand wash only, so we have been washing ours in the dishwasher. I don't really pretend to put mugs in the microwave anyway. I'm assuming this may be because of like the metallic details on it. I know that putting metal in the microwave can cause a few issues. I am so pleased with this mug, and since my pumpkin mug has recently deceased, I'm glad that I do have another spooky mug to get me by until I get a replacement pumpkin mug. But as I said, it all goes really nicely in this box and it doesn't shake around or anything. As I said, I did actually get 2 of these mugs, and neither of them got like damaged during the posting system, although Clintons do actually send them through a courier. I'm pretty sure it's the UK Post or UK Mail or something. I did also want to mention, since I have tea here, holding the mug is slightly odd. Like, you kind of it doesn't kind of have that natural hold, because I kind of hold mine sideways normally like this, but the handle's quite small, so you could potentially rest its butt on your finger, I guess, but the way I like to carry it is just to kind of give the cat a hug and do that. Now, because the cat itself is hollow, the whole of its tummy part does actually get like filled up with tea, so this part does get very hot. So I would say when you make this, just be careful when you pick it up. I kind of pick mine up like this to begin with, and then once it's cooled down a bit, like now, I can actually just carry it normally. But just a warning, just to tell you, if you do get this mug, the little kitty does get very, very hot. So the other thing I got from Clinton Cards, I really did not need, like I did not need this at all, but I saw it there and I was like, I'm paying for postage anyway on a mug, so I might as well get something else. Now I did kind of get this because I like to have full collections. Like, I am, if you cannot tell, a collector of things. And I did have the full collection of these TheHauntedBat Beanie Boos until I saw this one. And I realised I didn't have the full collection and I needed the full collection. So I did actually get another plush for the background because I obviously needed some more. Now, since I got this one, the Midnight Crafter did send me a link to one on Claire's, and they've got another one on there which is very similar to this orange guy, who's a little bit shorter than the other ones. So I'm probably going to end up having to get another plush. So what a shame. So I'm going to show you this guy and then I'll show you the other ones in comparison, because he does have a few different features to him. So here's a Beanie Boo. If any of you do not know what this is, it is basically a Beanie Baby, one of these TY toys. When I was younger in the 90s, literally this was all the craze, was to collect these. I had hundreds of them, but I did get rid of most of them. I do have a few of like the old style ones and a couple of bears and things which are left over from like the old traditional Beanie Babies. But alas, nowadays these Beanie Boos are kind of the in thing. They have very big glittery eyes. They are so soft. I cannot even explain how soft these are. This is definitely softer than all the other ones I've got. I don't know if it's because it is brand new, but it is so soft. And then they all have a very kind of cartoony look to them. So this is the new bat I got. He's got little ears. Obviously he has nice wings, and on his wings it says Boo all over it in different colours. He has little fangs. His nose does stick out quite a lot, which is one of the main differences I've noticed from the other ones, because although actually now I'm holding them up together, they do look very similar, but I have to say this one's nose is a lot more like rounded and like in your face, whereas this one has a lot more of like a subtle nose, in my opinion anyway. It has pink glittery eyes, a green nose and little pink feet, and yeah, the back is just plain. When I was a kid, it was so very important to read the label for the TYs. Now I know that you can get these little like plastic covers for them so that they don't pop off, especially if you're like a proper collector. You want to keep their value, but honestly, like I do end up giving like my toys to my nieces and things. They end up pulling off the label, so I really don't mind that much. But for the sake of throwback, I'm gonna read the little tag. So this one is called Dart, and it says, "Sometimes I act a little bit batty when I eat a peppermint patty." I don't know. I don't even know. But its birthday is on October the 18th, which is super cute, and I am glad I have him because there's always this little gap here, and I feel like he will go very nicely in my lineup of bats. So just to show you, there is obviously the new one. I have this one, which is called Scream. Again, he is the same sort of design. As I said, they have like a few slight differences, and he has an almost like tie-dye print to his wing. And then I have this guy, which is the first one I got, whose name is Igor, I'm pretty sure. Yep, and he's got green eyes, green nose. Again, his nose sticks out a bit, and he has pink shimmery details. And then the other one I have is this one, which is just plain orange and black. This is probably one of my favourites. I love how simplistic he is, and he is very similar to the new one, which is in Claire's Accessories. And I'm hoping to go shopping soon to Claire's Accessories, so I'm hoping I can pick up a new one of these bats, because I really don't need any more, but I still really love collecting them. And while we're here, I'll also show you there is a little black cat version. He does actually come with a big pink like mask on, and I really hated the mask, so I just cut the mask off because I think he looks a lot better without it. So those were the few things which I got from Clinton Cards. They do have an amazing range this year, and they have loads of different variations of these little TYs and lots of other spooky mugs, so it's definitely worth checking them out. I will link everything that you need down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're feeling super spooky. If you do have any questions or comments, please do leave them below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you enjoyed the shade, and I'll see you next time.